So here is attempt number 2 for today. Same idea, but a flail instead of rapier. Flail is a bashing weapon that will cross over more with axes, and it would have been better for the last time anyways. And I'm finding a null right here, which is fine. The thing I remember is, and I put the stream as until I die, but that was just a bit too. And I don't need a 30-second stream. And notice I'm not renewing my health, which is like a really bad idea. I'm doing it anyways. I don't have a good reason for that. And I'm just gonna double up on those because I made them learn twice as fast so that I'll just be able to do a bit more damage. And the more damage is more important than the defense at this point. And one thing I can do, I can grab some rocks. Small amount of damage. Next level, and of course, since there's 3 right there, I'm going to pick another one to go down. So I'm going to try this one, and an amulet is often very good. Occasionally it can be bad. Generally I try to identify the amulets before. Magic regeneration doesn't really matter for me at this point. Also resist corrosion doesn't matter. So, and then there's a whole bunch of strong things right there. I'm level 3, I'm not level 1, so I should be able to beat it. That's definitely a part of this game, is going from your level is very important. Now let's explore the rest of the area. Not much going on there. I've got stones. And I just tried one because the other 2 were kind of, they had a lot going on, and there's no reason to deal with that. Just one thing I do is I press O to explore, and it just goes to the next monster, essentially. So that put on a hole, and that just, that goblin had a sling a little bit too strong for me throwing stones at it, so I had to actually go and attack it. Those enemies have weapons, makes them a little bit stronger. Well, a lot more damaging potentially, but not necessarily more Boots. Very good. Goes on because the chance of it being cursed doesn't really matter. Weapons and amulets are the main things, with rings being really bad, because it can also be a negative for ring of strength, which would not be good. So let's go down to the next level. And now we're just finding more things, and because this level wasn't too at the stop, it's not that challenging. It's same monsters, but you're a higher level. Now, except for that thing, which I should be able to defeat, but I would rather not risk it. And that's even worse. So what I'll do is I'll just run to the next thing and see if that's any better. That is actually better. And I escaped up because I did not want to be confused with a worm on one side and that on the other. Because that was a wand user. That creature always spawns with a wand, but you're a bit resistant to wands compared to the average monster, so it wasn't that bad. And I'm going to explore towards that other scary monster, the one that can paralyze, because that's not a good thing. Axe. I just picked it up just because I want more axes in the future. It's still red. And let's try going down the third one. So when we get on here, not too scary, because I'm a higher level. I wonder if I've got any throwing down a little bit. Throwing really just makes you fat, which I haven't down yet. Fortunately, and I think I could probably beat that monster, but, you know, if you have a 60% chance of beating it, and, you know, when you die, you die, it only takes a couple of those to lose the game. Whereas this is a lot. It runs away from you rather than paralyzing you, which means that if you get overwhelmed, I'm just checking to see where that one is, because I do want to fight that monster later. I just don't want to fight it right now. Amulet. Some amulets can be very good, so I always want to check them. So I pretty much explored this level, which obviously was much easier than the previous. Plus 4 Fellow of Holy Wrath. I mean, that's very good to have. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use a potion of might on it. Because, you know, with the chainmail, definitely would have been hard. Now, that other monster that I saw previously actually not resistant to Holy Wrath. It's so What that means is, if I go up and explore, there's no guarantee I'll see the monster again. I'll probably try exploring the top just to make sure. Wand of Polymorph is what I would have used against that guy if he explored this level, but I don't tend to do that. Picking up that thing of flaming, but I probably won't use it. Now I'm just yelling out here because I actually want to fight that thing, but I'm not going to try too hard. Paralyzation is bad, but do a lot of damage. So, and this time, I have green poisonous magic, green poison fumes, which are pretty good, I think, and I'm resistant to poisons, which is a solid ability. So this one's good because it works against, the confusion works against a lot of late game things, and that works well with the Holy Wrath attack because and what I should do is I should go ahead and do the Shining one, because that will give me. And there's interesting things about this game. So for example, if you pick the Shining one, you might get a vampiric weapon. But you get it at a lower level because you can't use it. Then you can abandon the Shining one and use the weapon on your other character. This game is trying to manipulate what, at least, I mean, other people play it differently, but for me, I like enjoying trying to manipulate the dropping system. And I've never actually looked at the code to do that because that would remove all of the fun. So I assign that, so I know I'll come back later. If I get a weapon I want to brand. And now for the next one. And there's lots of things that want to attack me here. So I'm not even going to try. I'm going to check out one of the other things down. And that thing, as a draconian, you can be slowed by cold attacks, which is not good. I'm in the same area, but you know, fighting creatures like that is much different than... I keep on using identification on that, where I on potions, just because, but I've got a fairly strong weapon, so I'm not too worried about that. Normally you would not get this strong weapon this early. And the Shining one gives me a little light bonus. Are a little bit stronger to throw. And these are very easy because I can confuse them, and I'm already level 7. And there's an Orc Warrior, which is kind of scary. I want to make sure I can use my breath on it. If I wanted to be a spellcaster, I could do self-mana. There's no real reason to learn poison magic since I've got poison spell that is the most effective here. So, it's a line of poison, which is good in some cases, not so good in others. Like, there's a, oh, and see, now I've got those whites to fight, which come in 4s, and they often have very good weapons. So I definitely want to fight. Orc priests are probably the monster because they have unresistible damage that can hit you from anywhere. And anything in that at all. I'm not even sure that jelly would be affected at all by a breath attack. But I did it anyways. So, orc priests are actually much less because of that ability. It goes right through. There's a higher war axe, which I could brand, but I'd really want like air percent first. I'm getting all sorts of armors, which draconians can't wear, but oh well. You probably wouldn't actually get them if you could wear them. That's just the way this game works. For mace, I could get branding on that, or a +3 Morningstar. I could get a different branding. Glowing war axe, that's very good. But it's just a freezing. And I do need to fully explore these areas because I need to get to the temple. Because I do want to play as a Karu, even though I can't wear the armor, the weapons and so on are probably good enough. I mean, the Shining One's a good choice too, but and then I just fight the next creatures. Those aren't scary at all because I have a weapon of Holy Wrath. Those are not resistant to poison. I think they used to be. Now, see with green, there would be a much bigger deal because I want to see if I've got any spells worth learning because of I don't wear armor, but I don't really see anything that would be worth learning. I don't really expect there to be anything, but I'm getting great but temporary skills, which is very important. I'm trying to bring so now I got a 2 whip of freezing and a one of ice blast. Fortunately, the monsters do not use the one of ice blast because that would be kind of. And I freed the humans from the slaver and neutral monsters, which means they won't attack me, but they'll attack other things. Alright, so Herald, Polymorphism, very low chance of that. Just be right here, and just in case. The whip would be better in this case, even though it's +2 because of freezing. And it has a hand axe and a scale mail, and the cold goes through the armor. So we'll confuse it and see if I didn't have maces. That would be quite good, but that's fine. I mean, because it's still confused. Nets are quite good. I don't use them just because. So I want to default to the Holy Wrath just because it's higher and only use the lower thing when I need it. Oh, and that's a fairly good spell, Infusion. Because it uses the magic to add damage, and I currently don't have any use for them other than that, really. So, and I put on the Ring of Wizardry, and it's got a 40% 7 chance of failure, so I want to add a little bit to a spell, and I do have damage. And if you notice, I'm near starving, which I don't really have a good reason for this, but I tend to avoid using food whenever possible. So I want to fight those one-on-one. Fortunately, they're weak against poison, so this is very strong against them. I don't even have to worry about infusion or anything. And the +4 makes me good. So there's a 1 in 2 chance of not getting the infusion thing. So has a +1 sphere, which means the wolves are the more scary part. Unfortunately, I just line them up. They all get confused and start attacking each other. And so I definitely want to fight the troll. And that's kind of scary. Should have also used infusion on it, but heroism is more reliable at that point. So use breath, confuse it, and it's confused me, but it doesn't matter because the wizard can't do a whole lot of damage. Amulet. And Gourmand actually would be useful. But magic regeneration is, with infusion, is decently useful, so we'll try that. And want to confuse that one if possible, and use heroism, infusion, everything else. Just run away and all sorts of things. I've only seen 2 upstairs, and I didn't fully explore the last one, so I wanted to double check that. Now to the next level. Those current level are scary, which means I'll try another one. So that's kind of far away, and this can do a lot of damage very quickly. He is eating an item somewhere. Like it may eat that ration. It's probably not going to, since and I confuse them, which is fairly strong. There's like a shroud and so on, which later. Failure rate's going down, power is still low, but it's quite good. I'll just drop some stuff. I assume I have a resist curse thing, otherwise picking up and using those things could be bad. And a flail of holy is actually quite good. Okay, I use it and scroll just to see what it does. Now I know what it does. And so what I want to do is I want to breathe this way to confuse those things. Spells. Yeah. Thing would be great right here because everything you kill, it makes you stronger to attack. And the reason why I'm engaging is because I use the infusion thing, or the piety god ability, because those only get more of that when you attack things. So it's good to fully use it if you can. And I really want to fight those not like this. Breathing fumes, very good, because then they don't get confused. Infusion adds extra damage. Because you're a draconian and you don't wear armor, you can more easily cast spells. So resist cold minus +4 int +6 dexterity. That minus resist cold is not good. But it looks good enough to use. And so I'm just using all the spells. Normally I'd do that not like that, so it wasn't quite so risky. I'm on level 10 without seeing the lair or the orc mine, so we'll see how that goes. Because enemies start getting quite strong and haven't really leveled up enough to necessarily so far it's worked out fairly well. Because the confusion thing helps a lot. So I just keep on just avoiding getting overwhelmed. Because that's your biggest concern, is some monster coming and messing up your day. When you're already fighting stuff. So, regeneration, Shroud of Galabria, and so on. Spectral weapon. Those are all things I'm going to get there for the now, not too scary because it's also not resistant to poison. A little bit scary. Those can set food, so you might as well. Okay, that's really surprising at this level. Well, I suppose level 11 is not that surprising. If I had maybe if I'm willing to run down to the next level. So that looks like it's the orc area, because there's lots of orcs doing stuff. Now Karu gave me ammunition, which is quite good. So this isn't scary yet. I have quite a number of plus abilities that I've gotten, which so it's a layer, not an orc area. So I'll fully explore this area because a ring like that, especially, oh, and this could be good. Plus and see, I've got maces and flails at 11, which means axes are at 8. There are definitely places where you want to use a hand axe. And I just spread out the enchantments, because I think that helps the random thing, it may not. And just getting the rest of the spells. Oh, this would absolutely be that ring. And that's all I need from it. And fortunately, it's very good that I have I can even beat this guy. Yep, because Holy Wrath is very strong. So let's see what the ring does. Let's just put it on since I have resist curse. Slay +3, resist negative, so on. Very good. Ideally I'd have both the strength and that. And yeah, that should be good enough. Has this sort of distortion, which is very bad, but fortunately that spell is very good. That could have easily gone much worse, but fortunately certain abilities are very strong against Sanja, and so I will go ahead and buy the branded weapon, and I will brand, oh, I thought there were 2 of those, the hand axe with electricity. I might as well get the scroll of teleportation and fog while I'm here. I don't tend to use them all, but they're quite good. So now I'm going to start building up my a little bit more before I, well actually electrocution is very good, so I'm just going to start using it. Get down to dungeon level 10. Try that later. too scary at the moment. Sometimes it can be. I believe that's resistant to poison, which means it doesn't get confused. I can now speed up my combat, which is very good. Normally it would be a big deal, but because of that, it is not. Runs away like that. So I'm gonna leave the layer for a second. Just check the downstairs. Whip of draining. See, that would have been very good because draining is very solid. And like, see how I didn't even move away from those guys, which I normally would. Because axes attack everything next to you. Which makes you able to stand up to. Okay, that's what I was afraid of. And then I use a scroll of teleportation and run away. And I don't really have a good way of dealing with a 7-headed less heads. And maybe, but not 7 heads. So I want to use Holy against the Undead. And I can switch, if I set it down to A and B, back and forth. That is resistant to electricity, and poison, and things. And it may kill me, and it did not. And that I'm very much not resistant to cold. That could kill me as well. I'm going to explore this area a little bit more. So yeah, explore previous areas. To get into this area. Stuff in here, but gotta be careful. Hydras are resistant to poison, so in that case, what was in there wasn't really worth it, but 4 of them. Hopefully, Hydra has run. A little bit stronger, and it rapidly regenerates. So that's sort of the normal thing. Oh, I got some summoning stuff now, which is good. And the crew has granted me a weapon, which I will check out. Good against and so since I checked out that stuff, I still don't even know. There's a dome. Because I mean, I've never actually beaten the game with this sort of character, but I still try to beat it as quickly as possible. Since I'm seeing a Hydra there. What do I got? A 6% chance of failure. That's very good. If I had a song, very good. Regeneration would be very good. All that stuff would be very good. The summoning's one, but now I'm going to take a break.